Hello and welcome. Right, now then, I switched the headset, switched the stream over, and now then, right, how can we do it? How am I gonna do it? What am I gonna do? Right, for you guys out there, what's happening? Right, I'll put my seat back. Put my seat up. I should have done that before. Right, now, for you guys that are radio savvy and just joining or rejoining the stream here on the radio, I'll switch it over. What you'll be hearing, because there is an upcoming event in the next few days or thereabouts, from the 1st to the 8th, early morning of the 8th of July. There is a special event station taking place. Now then, you guys, or most of you guys there out in the United States will be aware of this. I'll take them off for now. You guys will be aware that the special event stations around the US are like I said, dotted around. There's a couple of special event stations dotted in Europe. One of the latest ones, I believe, being in France. Off the top of my head, I kind of think what the call sign is, but there is a special event station for the 13 colonies outside, being brought to you guys for the 13 colonies outside of France. There is a station within the UK, which I do have the pleasure of taking part in this year, as I have in a couple of the previous years. GB13 call Golf Bravo 13 Charlie Oscar Lima. So yes, I do have the privilege of operating that call sign over the given time, being from the 1st of July to the 7th here in the UK, but it would be the 8th, early hours of the 8th being the final day. So there is going to be a lot of activity surrounding this. We do have a local company that has sponsored this event, so it's great that they've done this to produce the QSL cards for the event. So that would be mentioned in due course if they want to mention it, if they would like us to mention that now. I know they're watching, I know they are watching the live stream, so if they want me to mention that, or if they're quite happy to quite happy for me to mention that, just let us know quickly. I'm quite happy to do that. I don't want to sort of drop any sort of anybody in it in that sense. But yeah, it's great to have this event taking place. Like I said, there is a lot of stations out there in the North American region operating the 13 colonies. It speaks for itself, the 13 colonies. So if you want to search that up online, 13 colonies special event radio communications, do so. I'm not going to put anything in the comments. That's great. I did just see something come through, and it's come through on the chat. I can't see who it's from. I'm hoping it's from that person. Right, So the sponsor for this year's GB13 call, or Golf Bravo 13 Charlie Oscar Lima, is the Canny Components. They have sponsors. They have now sponsored the special event station here in the UK with the QSL cards. I am going to try. I don't want to say I am definitely, but I'm going to try my hardest to bring a fair few streams with the special event station from here in the UK. So there's going to be plenty of opportunity for you guys there in the States to be able to hear what's happening on the UK side of things. I believe if things go right, I will be operating 40 meters with a few bits of equipment taken through to the special event station. So it would be interesting. It'd be interesting to see you guys out there. So like I say, there'll be a lot of local activity here in the northeast UK, operating the GB13 colonies. Sorry, I will say GB13 colonies. I do apologise, guys. Operating the 13 colonies special event over the coming week. So from the 1st to the 8th of July, early hours of the 8th of July, we will be operating multiple sorry, multiple platforms of communication. It's probably easier saying that. So there'll be SSB, obviously single sideband voice. There will be FT8, FT4. What else will there be? There will be a little bit of DMR and D-Star communication. DMR and D-Star communication, realistically, I think, if I may be wrong in saying this, it is sort of the last port of call if you can't make the contact RF to RF. D-Star and DMR being internet portal communication, that would be one of the ways of getting a clean sweep for you guys wanting to operate and getting all of the special event stations for the 13 colonies special event. Bear with us, please bear with us, because I am doing this on a whim. I'm going to try, if I've got it right and got it open. Right. These are the stations that will be operating. Please bear with us. There will be Kilo Alpha 2, Kilo Alpha Bravo, Kilo Alpha Charlie, Kilo Alpha try that again. Right. Kilo 2 Alpha, Kilo 2 Bravo, Kilo 2 Charlie, Kilo 2 Delta, Kilo 2 Echo, Kilo 2 Foxtrot, Kilo 2 Golf, Kilo 2 Hotel. You can see which way this is going. Kilo 2 India, Kilo 2 Juliet, Kilo 2 Kilo, Kilo 2 Lima, Kilo 2 Mike. Now we have Whiskey Mike 3 Papa Echo November, Golf Bravo 13 Charlie Oscar Lima, and the newest ones is Tango Mike 13 Charlie Oscar Lima. Those are the special event call signs. Off the top of my head, I'm not 100% sure of the states these stations are operating from. I will mention the initials of the states, so you guys in America will know this. Unfortunately, here in the UK, we're not 100% sure. Sorry, I'm not 100% sure. So there is a couple I am aware of and I do know. So NY being New York, Victor Alpha, Romeo India, Charlie Tango, Delta Echo, Mike Delta, Golf Alpha, Mike Alpha, November Juliet, November Charlie, November Hotel, Sierra Charlie, Papa Alpha. Those are the states that are taking part in the 13 colonies. Then you've got the 3 special event stations, Whiskey Mike 3 Papa Echo November, Golf Bravo 13 Charlie Oscar Lima, and Tango Mike 13 Charlie Oscar Lima. So there will be a lot of stations working on multiple bands, multiple modes, so there'll be something for everybody. So what I'm going to do now, for you guys that are interested, I don't have the beam in for New York. Why did I say that? I don't have the beam pointing for North America at the moment, but as you can see on the scope, there's a few stations there. So what I'm going to do is let you guys have a listen to whatever stations are active there at the minute, as to what you're more than likely to be hearing. During the event, there will be a lot of stations shouting and calling for the special event stations, or whichever station is putting the calls out. It will generate quite a pile up on the bands, so there'll be a lot of activity. There'll be a lot of stations asking for the special event stations to call out for states or call out in numbers. This does actually happen. We do call in numbers, because as you guys are aware, radio wise, when you're calling a pile up and you've got the beam pointing in one direction and you're looking for a specific area, there's a lot of call signs that have specific numbers. So we do tend to operate from 0 to 9 within the call signs, and we do try and work as many stations. Yet we do try, yes, I am saying this, we do try and work it as much as we can with the pile up that's generated, to work as many stations as possible, being that there'll be a lot more of a specific number that puts calls out, so we've got to try and even things out. It's not necessarily time restricted, as it were, for a certain call sign number, but we do like to try and work through as many as we can. We do try to make things as equal and even as we can, given the special event situation. So there'll be a lot of US stateside call signs coming through from for the special event station. We will have, like I say, 40 meters activity operating. 20 meters. There will be 10 meters as well, I believe, but primarily 40 and 20 meters being the main bands that are going to be operated. But it's not to say that other bands won't be. They will be operated given propagation. That's the most important thing. A lot of people tend to forget about that. Propagation has a lot to do with the special events in the radio category, as it were. So there we go. What I'll do, I'll put my headset on so I can hear what you guys hear, and yeah, I will will give things a bit of a try, as in giving the live stream a go again this year. I know this last year, was it last year or the year before, it wasn't the best for live stream, but this year I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit better, given the stream situation. I do have things set up a little bit different. There'll be different equipment set up for the radio equipment that I'm using. There will be other equipment used, but the contacts that will be made and the live stream that will be produced would be, unfortunately, the camera will be situated in a position where you'd see everybody in the area of communications. So so you'd have, I don't know, I'm going to go off last year or the year before with the setup. You're going to have two main stations, one on 20 meters, one on 40 meters, and then a couple of substations which would also be operating, but not at the full UK license parameters, should I say. They'll not be producing the 400 watts. However, the two main stations will be operating the full 400 watts from the UK, with a 40 meter dipole, which would be quite interesting. It has been interesting in the past. It's been quite productive. And there will be a Yagi antenna beaming for North America. That will be fixed for North America, and that has produced quite a number of contacts on 20 meters. So there'll be a little bit there for the main sort of parts of the bands. If the other bands are open, they will be operated as FT8 or FT4. Now I can see a lot of you guys out there saying FT4 and FT8, it's like watching paint dry. To be honest, a contact at the end of the day is a contact. FT4 and FT8, you can get the contacts quite easy, and it's a guaranteed contact. It's the same with operating D-Star and DMR. There is DMR and D-Star, to be honest, and I'm quite happy to say this, it's easy because it's over the internet. It's voice over internet, or as some guys like to say, VOI, voice over internet. So it's a guaranteed contact if you've got the equipment to do that. There's going to be a couple of guys there willing to accept the calls. There will be guys put calls out as Golf Bravo 13 Charlie Oscar Lima. So that is going to be some form of fallback for guys that can't make the contact from the radio sets, antenna to radio set. So just bear that in mind. I would like to say DMR and D-Star are the final chances, as it were, to make the communication with the special event stations. If you can't get it on RF to RF, do try. It makes it interesting. It's nice to hear a fantastic pile up on the bands. So yeah, I know you guys there on the Outer Radio live stream, and I do say, not to promote anything, but this being a special event, I like to try and promote that. If you guys have a special event station that you like to try and promote on the live stream and group on Facebook, please do so. That I've got nothing against it. Please, that's what it's there for. So anyway, look forward to seeing you guys from the 1st of July to the 8th of July, early hours of the morning, out of here in the UK. Look after yourselves. It should be interesting. I am going to try and stream as much as I can. There's a lot of guys that would be joining work within the at the location, which I surmise that are quite happy for us to live stream the event and be part of the live stream. It'd be great for you guys to join in when I do stream this event. Be fantastic for you just to jump in, say hello, say well done to the guys for doing this and putting the show on, as it were. So there we go. That's me wrapped it on for about just shy of 20 minutes. And yeah, look after yourselves, take it easy, and thank you to the guys that are sponsoring the Golf Bravo 13 Charlie Oscar Lima with the QSL cards. I don't have one on us to show you. I do have one, but it's in the car. But I will be putting that up on the next few streams, just to try and promote the GB13 called special the 13 Colony Special Event Station. It's not special event station. The GB13 Special Event here at the moment. So from the 1st of July to the 8th, being the early hours of the 8th of July, we'll try and do our best to bring you as much entertainment within the radio communication side of things. You'd see, like I say, a few guys in the background working away on FT8, myself on 40 meters, maybe just 20 meters, one of the guys on 20 meters, vice versa. So we'll try and do what we can. If you guys can join, well done. Thank you very much for the participation of joining the live stream, and look after yourselves. I'll switch it over so you guys can hear one or two stations out of the EU or Europe, as it were, on 20 meters at this time of evening, and see what we can hear. I'll turn the volume up for you.
Valentine, over. Alright, this is Nice to meet you, Jack. You got a right signal. He says, oh, would you please correct me for a moment? Helicopter 2 Zulu Foxtrot. This is United Alpha 6, Lima Uniform. Good evening to you. I just thank you for returning my call. So you got outstanding signals, so just journeying across the band. And I've been really amazed that your signal is so strong. You know, I've been over. I've been towards West Heading, so and your signal is quite strong. You're 10 over sound right here, so for a nice audio quality, I don't know what it sounds like. So I got a tournament beam just for 100 watts out. So I'll copy. This is Uniform Alpha 6, Lima Uniform Quebec for Kilo Foxtrot 2G. Yeah, that's Kilo Foxtrot 2 Golf. Victor. Kilo, Foxtrot 2, Golf, Victor. You got it now, right?
So this station is
Very, very good. And I say again, my real signal report, you're 5-7. Your real signal report is 5-7. What is my real signal report, over? Okay. Well, I guess that's a pretty decent signal to get into Russia this morning for you and this early
Uniform
evening for
Alpha, I
us
believe,
over
was
here.
Ukraine.
So I'm glad to see that my equipment is up and running, and you guys are hearing me in Europe pretty well, over.
So that I'm sure it was Uniform Alpha is 100 kilohertz down.
Yeah, the antenna that I'm using, is a 6-element Force 12 monobander up at 30 meters on a 15-meter boom with 7/8 hardline and superflex. And,
Wow.
And we run a California kilowatt from the station here.
I like
so
that.
you shouldn't have any
California
trouble copying it,
kilowatt.
All right, so awesome. You got a awesome construction. So very, very good indeed. So go with me.
So like I say, I'm actually beaming for Europe. I'm actually beaming 120 degrees. So I've got the American station on the back of the beam.
Yes, I do. Just look at this. It should be the first picture. You'll see a gigantic antenna with a lot of metal up in the air. The answer is affirmative. Over. We'll find on all that jet, so outstanding signal. So base conditions are fairly nice to the States at this time. Our local time is 22 past 2 a.m. here, so pretty early. And you know, I've been
What I'll do, I'll see if I can try and work them actually. Especially off the back of the beam.
Well, I'm running, as I told you before, tailman beam at the height of 42 meters from the ground on the top of that parking block. Antenna is pretty high up in the air, so this is one of the highest points in the area. Gives her a chance of having nice sweeps in all directions from this point. Just maybe a couple of blocks, maybe button blocks.
See, it's about 200 kilohertz down.
I'm beamed through them. Got the extraterrestrials have got a very nice balmy night.
So either his VFO's out a little bit, I don't know.
Right now, we had a pretty hot day today, so it's been clear and sunny, but it was really,
It's great to hear a US station on the air. So it just shows you what the band conditions are going to be like. But it all depends on that, on the sun. If that sends out a big old solar storm and it wipes out the bands, we don't have a chance. It makes it quite difficult. This is quite good actually.
Okay there, Valentine, you take care. Best of 73s, and I'll be thinking it from now on February 14th. You'll be in my heart forever. Take care at 73 from KF2GB, Jack in Syosset, Long Island, New York. 24 miles due east of the Rotten Apple out here on Long Island. 73s. Right, 73s, nice to meet you, Jack. Good health, and see you next time around. Keep up the good work. Kilo, Foxtrot 2, Golf Victoria. This is UA6 Lima, Uncle Quebec. Bye-bye.
Golf 6, Mike, November Delta. I might be wrong.
Yeah, the Golf 8 station, QRZ, the Golf 8 station, QRZ, the Golf 8 station.
Golf 6, Mike, November Delta, Germany 6, Mike, November Delta. I might have been a Golf 8 station calling as well. Like I say, I am trying off the back of the beam, just with 100 watts.
I got it. Golf 8, Alpha Kilo Lima. That's Jerry there up in Cambridge, England. This is KF2GV. Jack in Syosset. Let me get the beam on you, so hopefully you can hear my puny weak signal up there okay.
So I'll turn my beam towards North America.
Jerry from KF2GV.
So I need to turn it to around, on the short path, 299 degrees.
Your real signal report, I only give real signal reports, 59.
You'll see the noise flow increase.
101 MP. And that's the story. I'm just curious, what is my real signal report? Over. All right, very, very good. All right. So 30 over, I guess that's a decent signal. That must have fixed things up when I turned the beam 10 degrees. Over.
I've got a feeling all this is going to disappear off the stream.
Okay, I go by Jack, but if you ask me very technically what's my legal name on my birth certificate, the legal name is John, Juliet Oscar Hotel November. But nobody dares calls me John. Everybody calls me Jack, and I love being called when they see me in the airport. They say, "Hi, Jack," and then the cops come and get arrested, all right?
So all of that has just disappeared off the stream. I don't know why. It'll come back on. Sorry about this, guys. That should be it there. That's all back on, I hope. I don't know why it looks like it's actually froze.
Yeah, well, the trick is, and it's not a trick, put aluminum up in the air. I spent $100,000 US, $100,000 for my antenna system here in Syosset. So and that brought me dividends in this hobby, second to none. I can work coast to coast, north to south, east to west, and everybody hears me, and I'm loud, over.
That's a lot of dough. A lot of dough. Seems to be working all right. Like I say, I do apologise if it's sort of gone a little bit on the jumpy side. I'll see if I can try and work this this guy on 100 watts out of the northeast UK.
Hello, Foxtrot 2 Golf Boat, or I think I'm returning. Yeah, well, listen, it is with the same. There's a similar sentiment over here with the antennas, but I live on in the neighborhood I live in is a two acre area. So, and the reason I got 2 acres, when I was a little kid, somebody punched me in the testicles, and I got 2 acres. So that's what we have over here. And I also met with the village mayor.
Love it.
I put the antenna up, and we all agreed, my neighbors and the mayor agreed that I could put it where I put it, and everybody was satisfied, and I put it up, and it's been up basically since about 1990, since I've lived here,
no way.
And that's that. And it's been a fixture here for that over 30 years. So you know, after a while, the stuff becomes invisible, ever.
I'm saying nothing to that one. What I'll do, we'll just scroll down.
The areas that we try the hardest for, over.
So there is a couple of US stations. I am beaming for North America now.
No, I actually am on long path. I'm pointing about just below east and just above west for the short path, and then of course for Japan. Sorry if anybody else was calling me, but then here's why of course I gotta go. I don't want to go or whatever. So thanks a lot, Frank. UFL Charlie Roger George Chisholm. Yeah, thanks, Frank. Yeah, okay, what was that, DET? Thank you. Running a dipole. Copy 1 Delta, Northern New Jersey.
Obviously there's another station there. I thought there is a couple of stations calling there. You think it's quite easy operating the radio, finding signals. It's not as easy as it looks. There's a station there, but I think he's slightly off. I'll not be holding anything there.
Back to you, Golf 1, India, Bravo Sierra. Victor Echo 3, Delta, India Golf.
Victor Echo 3. Now, for you guys that are not radio savvy, Victor Echo is Canada. So it's great to hear a Canadian station on the air. We do hear a lot of US call signs, the occasional Canadian station. There's a lot of people chasing Canadian call signs and North American call signs, given the fact that North America being so big, a lot of various
Very good. On the working conditions, you came up on the last transmission 5959. So the bands are a little bit
it's up and down. I'll agree with them there.
You're copying, I'm copying you 100%. I'm using here an ICOM 7800.
Not bad.
An ACOM amplifier, ACOM 1000 amplifier,
Sweet.
around 800 watts. And the antenna is a TH7.
800 watts. That's not bad. Given the fact they can use a little bit more.
Those are the conditions on
which makes you wonder. Here in the UK, we're permitted to operate 400 watts. There's stations around the world that can operate a lot more than what we can use here in the UK, which I find quite bizarre, but we've got to operate within our license and conditions.
I've ever driven my own personal car 206 miles an hour in Battle Mountain, Nevada. In Battle Mountain, Nevada, I hit 206 miles an hour in my 1996 ZR1 Corvette, and that's the fastest.
So there we go, a little bit of what you can expect. I know it's a little bit more a case of having a bit of a conversation on the air. It can be a case of, if the bands are quiet and you're not getting those contacts in, you can have a conversation with the station. But what you will hear a lot of is a station putting a call out. It'll be 5-9 is the signal report, and then they move on to the next station. So it'll be, for example, GB 123 ABC 59 plus or 59. Thank you very much for the contact. 73. Move on to the next one. QRZ. This is GB3 whatever. Then they come back with a call sign, and it'll be 59. Thank you very much for the contact. 73. Move on to the next one. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be generated quite quick, quite fast. It's going to be operated really, really fast, especially when you've got a pile up. You want to get through as many of them stations as possible, but at the same time being quite polite in the way you manage yourself within the operation of the radio. So it's going to be quite fun. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully you guys are going to be quite interested and have fun with the communication side of it within the stream. I'm hoping it's going to be the stream is going to be a little bit better than what it is at the minute. I am watching this back now and it looks a little bit on the jumpy side. I will get that sorted out, don't worry. But the voice is going through, I know it is, so there we go. Anyway, look after yourselves. I'm going to disappear. Thank you very much for joining, and hopefully you guys will join us from the 1st of July onto the early hours of the 8th of July for the special event station here out of the northeast UK, out of Durham, GB 13 Charlie Oscar Lima. So yes, I will be taking part in that, and look after yourselves.